Good morning. Today is July 21st. I don't know what happened to my voice there. Welcome to the Golden Triangle 5, your 5-minute local update for Tavares, Eustis, and Mount Dora, Florida. I'm Kayla Cox.
And I'm J.R. Cox, and we are realtors with Vanjie Berry Signature Realty in Eustis. So, Kayla, 2 days in a row of stumbling over words, I'm going to have to question you about your morning routine.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
So, tell us what is happening today and tomorrow.
Well, actually, we've got Wonka Jr., which is a play that's being put on by Shut the Door Productions, which is kind of like a new little theater production company. It's going to be at Adventure Christian Church, which is located at 3701 North Eichelberger Road in Tavares.
And if you don't want to spell out Eichelberger in your GPS, that's across Highway 19 from Lake Idemere.
Oh, I know where that is now that you say that. So, yes. So that's where it's at. The show times are today, which is July 21st, from 7 to 8 p.m. And then we've got another one tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. So either way, if you need something to do tonight or something to do tomorrow morning with the kids, that would be something fun, good, clean fun for the whole family.
Excuse me.
The cost is $5 at the door. I don't know if they take cards or not. It wasn't made clear on the event page, but you can contact Aspasia Lindstrom. She's the one that leads the group. At 3349. And so that's something you can do this weekend. So also, we've got the weather, which I'm going to go ahead and do because JR is having a coughing fit outside right now. So today we're going to have the same weather we have pretty much every day, which is about a 50% chance of afternoon showers. It's going to be really hot. The real feel is going to be 111 degrees. So basically, if you're going to be outside, stay hydrated, and you'll probably see a small shower. So let's go ahead and do the Golden Triangle Real Estate Minute. So in the past 24 hours, we saw one home go listed for sale, while we had 2 go under contract, and then 5 more sold. So once again, as always, we're seeing that imbalance there of just more leaving the market than are coming on. So really good for sellers, but not so good for buyers. Are you okay now?
Right. Yes. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. So the real estate question of the day is, and Kayla handled that well, I'm sure. She's not a very good on the spot recording person.
Thank you.
Okay, so the question is what to do about a low appraisal. So in the event of a low appraisal, and actually when I'm working with a buyer or a seller, once we get to that part of the transaction, I send out an email that explains very clearly what can be done during those times. It gives a couple of different options. One is to rebut the appraisal, and that is by providing comps that maybe the appraiser missed, or information in one of the properties that they used as a comp, or the subject property, that wasn't accurate. This tactic doesn't typically work. An appraiser doesn't really want to say that they were wrong if you do in fact find something that was wrong. So that doesn't really work normally. The other ways are the buyer and the seller can come to a new agreement at the appraised price, which depends on the situation of the seller if they're able to do that or not, or if they agree to. And then another way is for the buyer to come to the table with additional funds. So if the value of the appraisal is, say, $5,000 lower than the agreed purchase price, the buyer would have to come up with that additional cash to cover that, if they're able to, and if their loan allows that type of situation. So those are the 3 ways to combat it. And then a 4th way would be to cancel the contract and go find another house.
Right.
So
Yeah, so it's always good to be careful when you're offering. I guess that's the best thing. If you're a buyer, the best way to prevent it is to make sure that when you're offering on the property,
Right.
that you're not offering above what it will appraise for.
right, especially in this market with multiple offers and things like that. And if you're selling a house and you get multiple offers and some of them are above the list price, be sure to talk with your realtor about the possibility of the appraisal coming in too low. Because if your realtor priced the property properly in the beginning, then offers above list price may not appraise. So you need to discuss with your realtor the possibility of having to reduce the price to the appraised amount at the time that occurs. So
Right. And then also the wisdom in maybe choosing that offer with that in mind. So if you have three offers on the table and then that one that's, maybe slightly lower but still above list that's cash is going to be better because the appraisal
won't matter.
won't matter.
Most
Or as
cash
mu-
buyers
yeah.
most cash buyers aren't going to do an appraisal
Right.
because they've done that on their own.
Right. So just a bit of strategy.
Yep.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us on the Golden Triangle 5, your 5-minute local update for Tavares, Eustis, and Mount Dora, Florida. If you have more questions about the local real estate market, leave us a comment below.
That's right. Talk to you soon.